born in Alabama. We live in Alabama. We went to school in Alabama. Our children went to school in Alabama. We're here in this state, and we actually lived through a tornado that came through, several tornadoes that came through where we live in northeast Alabama. So we experienced it firsthand, and then we actually experienced what the damage was. We were so fortunate. We got no damage at my place, but we want to help every way we can. The best way we know how to do it is through our music.
BAMA Rising on June 14th is so important to our state because two things. Number one, very obvious, this is going to raise resources for the long-term recovery of the communities that were so devastated across the state of Alabama. That's pretty obvious. But the other thing that is so important is June 14th is 8 weeks past the event, the terrible event. We need the citizens that were impacted to understand that we haven't forgotten. And if we show up on June 14th, the message we're sending is that we haven't forgotten them.
April 27th was a very tragic day. I saw where Tuscaloosa had been hit by the storm. I immediately got on the phone to contact Mayor Maddox. And shortly after that, Birmingham was hit. And then I started receiving calls from mayors all across this county and all across the state wanting to know, what can we do to help? What can we do to give you a start at bringing hope to people? And we began that process. That was from the governmental side. And then you had neighbor helping neighbor, people going out and doing the little small things for people who had nothing. And all of a sudden I began to realize that out of this tragedy has come a unification of people, a unification of will. And nothing more demonstrates that unification than our good friend Randy and Teddy calling on their friends to step forward and showing that each of us can do something to help alleviate the pain and suffering that so many people have gone through. I want to express my appreciation on behalf of all of the mayors who have been struck by this tragedy, to thank you guys for coming together and bringing your star power to the table to attract other stars to say we can do our part. And this demonstrates that each one of us, no matter how small we might think our contribution might be, it's worth it to people who have nothing.
This is something so important. When you visited with people, how that stark, despairing look on their faces, don't know where they're going to go. Meet a guy that's living in his pickup truck with 2 children. I want to tell y'all a story, okay? Sunday morning, when the power finally came on, Fort Payne, Kelly and I was leaving the early service, and we saw a guy standing on Highway 35. He had a cane in his hand. So, obviously with the power just coming on, the line at McDonald's was stretched forever. And we normally don't do that, but we thought, well, we'll just get a quick something at McDonald's. But we saw this man standing on Highway 35, and so Kelly walked over to him, and basically we told him, asked him what he needed, and he just wanted a ride. So we picked him up and asked him where he wanted to go. He said he wanted to go to his house. And as we started toward his house, we realized he hadn't had anything to eat. And I asked him, I said, what about a cup of coffee? The truck stop had just opened up. And he said, I'd love to have a cup of coffee. And then he said, I'm a diabetic, but I'd like to have some donuts. So I got him some coffee, got him a donut, and while he was sitting in the seat there, and Kelly was in the store getting stuff for him, he said, I've been to Vietnam twice, and I've never seen anything like this. And as we were taking him toward his house, what was his house? And I asked him, I said, well, where's your wife? And he said, I don't know. And then when we got out there to where his home was, there really wasn't anything there. And these are the kind of things that I will remember, and it's ingrained in my memory for the rest of my life. So these are people that have no insurance. In many cases, they have nothing but the clothes on their back. So we managed to find a sweet lady at the Days Inn that would rent us a room for 2 days because they were packed out, and so we got in a room for 2 days, which is all we could do. But I'm sure this story has been retold countless times in our state. And it's not just where we live, it's all over the state. And this is just one of the reasons why me and Teddy and Jeff are so, we have to do this. We can't not do this. And we can't not ask for your help. I'm talking about, we got to dig in here, we got to all work together. We need your help. Well, we got some incredible entertainment coming. But with Verizon, we need corporate Alabama to step up and be part of this. And we need everybody's help in the media, because we want to make this an event where that these folks that's lost everything know for sure we care about them, and it's not some kind of show. That's the one thing we care about. Yeah, it's a show, but it's not a show about us. It's a show about the victims and about the fiber of the soul, of the heart of the state of Alabama. So we're dependent on y'all. I want to see you raise your hand if you're in 100% helping us get this done. And I thank you for that. This is not about anything except Alabama helping Alabama. And we can play the songs and we can write songs, but we can't bring people's lives back. But we can sure help them hopefully feel better about themselves. But we can't do it without y'all. We have to have your help, reminding people about the cause and why we're doing it. And Teddy, if you come up here and say, I want to do this. Yes. I want to sing this chorus of this song that me and him wrote over in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. If you want to stand up and sing along with us, I got a text when we finished the show at CFGB the other day. And I'll never forget this one either. It said, people are riding around in their cars with the windows down because they don't have TV. And they're listening to the radio, and they're singing along with y'all, as y'all are singing along with that in Pleasant Grove, Alabama. And I'll never forget that. So if y'all want to sing with us, you can. But you should stand up. We're at church, y'all stand up.